Hi folks, it's been a long break. COVID kept everyone busy. This video is the first of a series that will profile people who have been through a lot. They've been churned, crushed, pressed, or from all sides, and they came out victorious. We will be sharing their stories on a series which we've called Unsung Heroes. I started this because I want to inspire anyone who is watching this to know that no matter what you're going through, quitting is not an option. You can make it. So learning from the stories of these people, we are going to inspire ourselves to greatness. For the first of this, we are going to talk to a young lady who was diagnosed with breast cancer at the age of 39. She thought her life was over. Indeed, her life seemed to be over. Now, this lady went through the treatment, is in remission now, and is now doing great things to help other people in such conditions. Keep watching, stay tuned, and then let's listen to her story and be inspired.
My name is Susan Malik, and I'm an entrepreneur and a travel consultant. I would say now I call myself a survivor of breast cancer, though they have some years to declare us, but I'm confident that I'm cancer free. My diagnosis, it's a bit complicated, because when I started having the pain in my breast, I couldn't get the results I was looking for, and my mind wasn't on it being a breast cancer stuff. But I've been going in and out of the hospital to check the pain. I get some drugs to calm the pain and stuff. But along the line, one of the visitation, I'm like, no, I think I should go a step further than what I'm doing. So I called a friend doctor to recommend a place for me. And then she referred me to Dr. Mankra. And I went to see him. He had the usual feeling. They put their fingers on the breast, in the armpit and all. And then he's like, I'm not saying it's cancer, but maybe, because I can't use my hands to say it is, and I can't use just my eyes to say it is. I said, no, don't worry, even if it is, I'll fight it. So I was booked, I went there, had series of tests written to me to go and run those tests. So I went, I had my test all run. Before I could go back to the doctors, I've read all my results. So I knew I had breast cancer at the time. And then the details of it came out that I was at stage 3, but localized. So I just took the disease in good faith, psyched my mind. I was trying to prepare my family's mind to also buy into my idea of having the confidence I will recover. So, and before then, let me chip in this. My dad died of prostate cancer, and I was planning on a foundation I want to have in his memory. The month of the launch was the month I was diagnosed to have breast cancer. So that alone motivated me that I don't need to die. I must live and bring other women alive. So I know my family, they were torn apart. Like they couldn't believe at the time that it was really breast cancer. My husband has been on and off. He was pretending it is well, but knowing him for over 20 years, I could tell he was worried. But then I was still focused that I need to fight this thing and win. And so I started treatment. I was referred to Kolebu. So I started treatment. They gave me the treatment plan. I had to do surgery, chemotherapy, and then radiotherapy. So I was told the likelihood of losing the 2 breasts is there. I said, no problem. But when I got to Kolebu is like, no, with the series of tests I've run, they see to be just the right breast that must be taken off. So I prepared my mind. We scheduled our stuff just because we have kids. I have 3 kids, and at the time they were in their exams period that they need to write their exams, and I didn't want them to have that effect to distract them. So at the time it was between just me and my husband and my siblings. So we were booked, and then my surgery dates caught up with me. I was ushered into Kolebu. I had my surgery successfully, and then discharged, followed by the chemotherapy treatment. That's where I saw death and then came back to life. But even at that point, I never lost hope. I was confident. I'm like, if I lose hope, the people around me will lose it and it will affect me. So my first cycle was okay. I was told to drink a lot of water to wash it out. I was doing everything. I was reading too, researching on the disease. But along the line, I think my second cycle, afterwards, the drugs I was giving, I was given wrong medication, I will put it. So I had complications, serious complications. And according to my family people, or I would say my husband said he was just with me and then I collapsed. And I realized I was in Lekma Hospital 2 days after. I knew I was sleeping and waking up, but I didn't know where I was. So the second day, I could see sick people around me and all. In the process, I was diagnosed of diabetes too. Had my sugars around 2018. I stayed there for a while. I was managed. But before my 3rd cycle dates would come, my prayer was, I need to get out of Lekma. I don't want to miss a cycle. So I wasn't too fit, but then I was okay to go out of Lekma. So I was discharged, and I still went for the chemo, my 3rd cycle. I was still adhering to all the directives they give me until I got done. I think around December, I got done. Of course, losing the hair, having the sore throat, to the extent of losing your memory, because I lost mine. And then I got swelling. I still have some swellings, but I'm better off now. Then radiation time too came. It has its own issues. I was still focused, and then I had 25 rounds, and it's every day you must go to Kolebu. Every day you must be there. I had a cousin, he's Daniel. He was more than like my twin at that time. He has been very supportive, because it got to a time my husband couldn't absent himself from job anymore. So Daniel took over. He was taking care of me, my husband's brother, the one next to my husband, after my husband. He resigned from work, took up my diet, was taking care of my food, he and the wife. I'm taking an opportunity to say thank you to them. And so Daniel took me through radiation, the whole 25 cycles, and then I ended it. It has its own fatigue and side effects and all, but I dealt with it. And then recovery is still on. there's something here, there's something there. There's always some funny feeling. Proud to me stopping my review. I had this funny thing that comes from my nose, that it comes as big as my thumb, and it comes with so much, so I'm like, this is my death. But later I just adjusted myself to it. Now, like, I'm going to live with it. It's better I have this and leave. Then before my review date, then COVID came in. When we're all shut to stay at home because we don't have what it takes to withstand the pressures of COVID. So I stopped going to Kolibu, but I had all my doctors who took care of me. I have their contacts. I'll call, I'll text. I'm taking care of myself, and I was still taking care of other women who are also facing the same problem. So sometimes I'll ask the doc, I have this person, what do you suggest? I'll give him prescription over WhatsApp, and then he will also reply sincerely. He's never turned me down. So gradually, we have come this far. I'm still recovering, but I will say I'm better off than the beginning. And then because I had a plan of having a foundation, my dad's name, I just switched to my name, because myself, it's also a cancer thing. So my dad's story can always fit in along the way. So I had the Local Breast Cancer Foundation, and the purpose of it is just to take care of all women who are facing or fighting breast cancer. There are some that they are fighters, but they don't know. Hearing the name cancer alone is a killer to them, so they don't want to pursue treatments. But I'm glad to say, as I started this thing, it's barely 1 year, but I've been able to successfully get about 8 women to go for treatment. I've had 2 young girls also to go for treatment. For now, I'm very happy because I feel fulfilled already, that through me some people are alive now. I've had 3 people who have had mastectomy, because it's difficult to accept it, but they accepted it because I had to cancel them and use myself as an example that I'm still living. And apparently I have 1 patient who is also pursuing treatment. She has both breasts damaged and she's on the 3rd cycle. The foundation is supporting her to go through her treatment. We are appealing, anybody want to help the foundation to grow, to come on board, because it's not going to be an individual thing, it's a corporate thing that will make the society know more about breast cancer. We don't have to wait till October where we make the awareness open and spread it. We need to let people know breast cancer is taking a lot of women away. So my vision is to have it cleared. People should accept the disease and fight it like I did. I want to take this opportunity to send some caution and then some sort of encouragement to other women out there, especially the women from now. You know, I have a woman that I just lost 2 weeks ago. She died because a pastor prophesied that she's not suffering from this disease, and she kept it away from the family, from her husband. Apparently she died leaving a 6-month-old baby behind. It was cancer that killed her. The pastors are not helping us. I am a true believer. I'm a committed Christian. And during my time, I had to wake up at 12 a.m. to pray together with my husband. Though my husband is a Muslim. That should tell you how I see God. But then I always say, why did God allow doctors to come and graduate from their schools? It is to represent Him. So if we are, our pastors are saying, doctors, this is not for doctors, it's for Christ. How would Christ do it? We need to encourage our women to make use of our doctors that are available to us. we should adhere to their stuffs and keep praying. I'm not saying you shouldn't believe in prophecies, do, but then use your mind. You know you are hurting. The prophet tells you are not hurting. You know you are hurting. Take the step like I did. I had the prophet telling me on a Tuesday that when I go to Kolebu on Wednesday, I'll be told the cancer is gone. I never fought him. And I didn't believe what he said because I knew that's not true. But my prayer was, let me get the right medical team that will work on me and I will come out successfully so that I can impact people out there. And I'm glad I did. I'm this way because I believed in God and I believed in the doctors. I'll advise you that the least chance you get, now there's COVID, so the screening has become a bit worrisome. But the least chance you get screened. Consult any doctor. Read. If you don't know how to read, contact people. That's why our foundation is even there. And I believe there are other foundations that are into what we are believing in. So just listen to your body, feel your body, know when there is a change and take a step. It's a process for treatment. And I'm glad, I'm confident that you have a better result when you take that bold step. Be guided and be wise. Cancer is real.
There you have it. What an inspiring story. To you watching this video, no matter what you're going through, I hope Madam Susan's story would inspire you and encourage you, for you to know that no matter how long the night is, the day will always break. If you have a similar story or you think you know anyone that we should bring on the show, just let us know. Either you write it in the comment section or send us an email or any of our social media handles. So continue liking, sharing and subscribing to the channel, and there's more to come. Let me hear from you. From Dr. Mansky, I say stay safe and be healthy.